There's a woman who prayed while the system played, and another name the world erased. But I hear the dust cry out, I feel the sky bend low, and if no one else will say it, then I will let them know. Enough, no more hiding what you've done. Enough, we remember the cries, we carry their names, our bodies, what left us the flame. There's a lie in your law, there's blood on the fire, and your gospel got gold while our children go wild. You preach in peace, but you sell in fear, and the ones you forgot are standing here. They are not your shame, not your loss. They are ours to love, and yours to cross. Enough, we won't whisper when they bleed. Enough, you built silence on our need. From the dust to the drum, from the grave to the gate, we're done being quiet. We speak in their place. Say their name, feel their pain. Here, they still remain. Enough, no more graves with no goodbyes. Enough, no more mothers left to cry. You had your chance, now we rise. This time we sing, and the world hears our cry. There's a grave in the ground that shouldn't be there. There's a child with no bed and nobody cares. There's a woman who prayed while the system played, and another name the world erased. But I hear the dust cry out, I feel the sky bend low, and if no one else will say it, then I will let them know. Enough, no more hiding what you've done. Enough, we remember. From the camps to the cries, we carry their names. You buried the bodies, just the flame. There's a lie in your law, there's blood on the fire, and your gospel got gold while our children go wild. You preach in peace, but you sell in fear, and the ones you forgot are standing here. They are not your shame, they are not your loss, they are ours to love and yours to cross. Enough. We won't whisper when they bleed. Enough. You built silence on our need. From the dust to the drum, from the grave to the gate, we're done being quiet. We speak in their place. Say their name. You are here. They still remain. Enough. No more goodbyes. Enough. No more mothers left to cry. You had your chance, now we rise. This time we sing, and the world hears our cry.
Allah is not shy of the truth. We don't say that Islam is here to live, to coexist lots of different religions, and all of us can just hold hands and be friends. This religion was sent to dominate the world. It was sent to be superior to
Good afternoon, Biafrans. Once again, I welcome you back. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Yeah. Thank you. Please, as you come in, share and share and share. Very, very important.
want our people, our hardcore Biafrans to freedom, not all the fools by the side. It is the hardcore that will lead us to freedom, not the idiots by the side. Do you understand? On no, they have given me everything and I said no. They came to DSS to give me, I said no. They came to prison, Kuje, I said no. They came to my house, I said no. They called me governor's meeting, I said no, I don't want anything. All I want is freedom. All I want is Biafra. Why do you think I had issues with Chief Nyanwodo? Why do you think I had issues with him? Because of the same thing. I said, that way people are going, Ojukwu went that way. They rubbished him. Look at Imo State. See what they did to him in Imo State. The same political process. You join, after a while, you vote. After voting, they declare whoever they like as their winner, and that's the end of the game. So I will never join any zoo politics. I will never stop fighting for Biafra. Listen to me very carefully. My father, my mother died as a result of this. I have lost men as a result of this. IPOP family members that I was close to have died. They did not die for one Nigeria. They did not die for Nigerian party politics. They died fighting for freedom. And that freedom we are going to get on their behalf. Your next question, please.
Thank you. So the reassurance is that even if they call you to make you Nigerian president, that you always stand on. Because I want to know the reason why somebody will stand and say, I am dying for Biafra because my leader has said. So you have clarified that. So my second question.
They gave me vice presidency. Go and ask DSS. They gave me vice. They said they'll make me the vice president of the zoo. I should drop my agitation. This happened in October of 2015 and I said no, I won't drop it. Ask them. That was the day I gave them the advice about building. These are the things I want our people by the side. It is the hardcore. Even me have to DSS to give me. I said no. They came to I said no. They came to my house. I said no. They called me governor's meeting. Anything. All I want is freedom. All I want is Biafra. Why do you think I have issues with Chief Nyanwodo? Why do you think I had issues with him? Because of the same thing. I said that way people are going. Ojukwu went that way. They rubbished him. Look at Imo State. See what they did to him in Imo State. The same political process. You join, after a while, you vote. After voting, they declare whoever they like as their winner, and that's the end of the game. So I will never join any zoo politics. I will never stop fighting for Biafra. Listen to me very carefully. My father, my mother died as a result of this. I have lost men as a result of this. IPOP family members that I was close to have died. They did not die for one Nigeria. They did not die for Nigerian party politics. They died fighting for freedom. And that freedom we are going to get on their behalf. Your next question, please.
Thank you. So the reassurance is that even if they call you to make you Nigerian president, that you always stand on Biafra. Because I want to know the reason why somebody will stand and say, I am dying.
Vice presidency, go and ask DSS. They gave me vice. They said they were president of the zoo. I should drop my agitation. This happened in October of 2015 and I said no, I won't drop it. Ask them. That was the day I gave them the advice about building.
Good afternoon, Biafrans. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, the video you are just watching though is what played out yesterday in Owerri, where the Fulefus, those who never wanted our freedom or the freedom of our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, they went to deceive our people. They went to, people with election, they want to buy votes. This is the only thing you can see while you are in Nigeria. Elections approaching. That is the only time you buying gift, buying material, to lobby, to buy the content of people for them. So yesterday, the Biafrans in a way, they invaded the venue and disrupted their activities. So we really welcome that idea, because Biafrans has been deceived for a very long time. Let me check if the voice is coming out. So all these people that you say they are politicians, they have been deceiving the people for a very long time. Resources and money that were meant for the people, for their development and for their well-being, the politicians will hoard the resources and then use it for electioneering campaigns. They use it to deceive people. So in Imo State, they try to deceive Biafrans, and the youth reacted, knowing fully well that the money that was used in purchasing most of the items they want to distribute come from their communities. So the youth have to invade the venue and cut away all these resources that they want in their conscience. See you that video, though I'm having some sketchy network. I wish once again so that Biafrans can see actually what is happening or what at the venue yesterday. Meanwhile, today is our town hall meeting. Today is our town hall meeting. Incidentally, this town hall will be happening in our headquarters, Biafran headquarters, Baltimore, in the United States of America, our Baltimore office. So in other words, our special guest and host will be the Prime Minister, Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere, will be hosting Biafrans as well as the be the special guest for today's town hall meeting. And the town hall meeting today we center on our radio. Let me put it here. Yeah, look at the flyers. Today's town hall meeting is going to center on our radio, our television and satellites. In every country, in emerging nations, you must have your means of disseminating information. Information dissemination platforms. In this case, before our Prime Minister, first Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa was arrested, let me see. So before our first Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, before he was arrested, we had our satellite, we had our radio, we have our television, and Biafrans in the homeland were enjoying the services provided by these platforms. Unfortunately, a lot of people sabotaged the radio and the satellite. People who were working with our government, people who were thinking that they were Biafran nation, the Biafran people in Biafran Republic government in exile sabotaged the radio and the television and satellite platforms. And they became non-functional again. And since that time, it has been very, very difficult for Biafrans in the homeland, because information is very, very important. And information is key to any government. So, since that time, it has become very imperative and very, very important that we need to re-establish these platforms for Biafrans to get information of what Brgie is doing, what Brgie is about to do, and what Brgie has done. And in some cases, there are vital informations that are being sent out, and Biafrans are expected to get that information without delay. You see that in some cases, Biafrans do not get information, and it's a set on Biafran Republic government in exile. So it is now very, very necessary that we have to re-establish this contact and these platforms so that Biafrans will be getting authentic, verifiable, on-the-spot information of what their government is doing. So that is why today Biafrans will converge in a town hall meeting in our Baltimore headquarters office to fundraise, to rub heads and minds together on how to re-establish and how to see how enough fund will be raised to make this project a success. So this is everybody's responsibility The Brgie government funding has been overstretched. Biafrans in diaspora have been overstretched as well. And it's a certain group of people that have taken it upon themselves, the responsibility. It is Biafrans that have taken that responsibility to always make sure that the Biafran issue is not stagnant. So the Biafrans in diaspora who have been contributing almost on a weekly and a daily basis have been overstretched. So everybody's presence is needed in today's fundraising. Everybody's contribution is also needed in today's fundraising. So please, when you get this information, try to share it in different platforms. Let Biafrans come together. Let us come and make our donations so that we can have our means of getting information from the government outside the social media, outside WhatsApp, outside the Facebook or YouTube or X. When with light and television, it will be more easier for information to get to Biafran communities. You see, one of the problems that one of the challenges that we faced during the war was lack of information. A lot of Biafrans fell victims of the Nigerian terrorist state because they do not have the information. The only information that was coming out during the war was the one that is coming from the Nigerian government, because we didn't have a means of sending information to Biafrans outside that of the Okokondem, the only radio station that was overstretched. So as a result, information reaching their destination was very much difficult. And we don't want such thing to happen again. Now we have a government that is in Washington, D.C. We have a government representing the Biafran people. We have a government that is doing really well. In some cases, they want to send information to Biafrans in the homeland. We find it very difficult that such information will take weeks. We even take months before it can get to the citizens. So these are some of the bottlenecks. These are some of the obstacles that the government encounters trying to make sure that every Biafran is abreast, is being Washington, D.C. So today we appeal to Biafrans in diaspora as well. Only a very limited Biafran, a very few Biafrans are contributing in diaspora. And those Biafrans, you see their faces constantly, every weekly on social media. You're making donations, whereas you have millions of Biafrans all over the world. What is the problem? Why are they not coming to support? Does it mean that these Biafrans, they don't need freedom? Does it mean that what happened between 1967 to 1970, they were comfortable with it? Does it not see the atrocities that the Nigerian government are committing in our land? Moreover, does it mean that they don't want our people to be free? Because if you are a Biafran, you see what Biafrans go through in Nigeria on a daily basis in our land. There are a lot of challenges that Biafrans undergo on a daily basis. And the reason why we undergo all these kind of challenges is because we are still together under one useless umbrella called Nigeria. So while the world is waiting for Biafra to emerge, it is quite unfortunate that Biafrans as well are not doing enough. You see Biafrans who are doing exceptionally well in diaspora, but they are not associating with the Biafran government. They are not part of what we are doing. They are not supporting. Why? They see the atrocity Nigeria is committing. They see the humiliation. They see it on a daily basis, how the Fulani oligarchies, how they are trying to take over our land. They see how the Islamization agenda is going. And left for them, they say it can never happen. They say, God forbid that such things happen. But when it comes to practical efforts in order to stop that Islamization agenda, you see that Biafrans are nowhere to be found. Everybody is facing his business. Nobody wants you to get involved. We have the Biafran Defense Forces. All we are saying is that we need you to support. We need your finance. We need you to support what the government is doing. The Biafran government is doing more than enough in Washington, D.C. Our Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere have dedicated himself for this project. We have our attorney, we have our lobbyists. These are the people who are representing us in Washington, D.C. Okay? And everything that they are doing is money oriented. Because the attorney, you have to pay the attorney on a monthly basis. You have to pay the lobbyists on a monthly basis. It's the lobbyists that have to arrange meetings for our Prime Minister. Okay? So while everything involved, the legality of whatever is being done is also being checkmated and, advice being given by our attorney. So it is really heartbreaking that we find ourselves in a situation whereby the rich are looking the other way around. They don't want the contribution. Is it because of what Nigeria have done to you? Of course, you can contribute secretly without anybody knowing that you are making your contributions. While your information is still intact with the government. And a lot of you also are very much indifferent. You don't know where to belong to. You don't know whether you want Biafra. You don't know whether you want Nigeria. In some cases, you say you don't want Nigeria because you know what Nigeria have done for you or to you. Now, if you accept that Nigeria has not been beneficial, Nigeria have happened to you or your relations or anybody that is related to you, then why are you not doing something to make sure that you bring that Nigeria to end so that people can live well? So today is an opportunity for you, if you have not been supporting the government, to come join the contribution, join the town hall meeting today and support financially for what our government is doing for Biafran Restoration Project. While we are fighting for Biafran Restoration Project, the Fulanis, the Islamic world, are also doing their own. They are also planning how to overrun our communities. The terrorists have already opened their mouth and told you that they are not here for peace, that their religion was meant to dominate every other religion. In other words, they find it very, very legal that what they are doing in our land in Nigeria is legal. Killing you to them is legal. Their religion sanctions it. And you know that our own religion abhors such. And that is why we don't want to be part and parcel of this evil union called Nigeria. Let me play you a clip of what these terrorist Islamists are saying that that will blow your mind. And these people are saying it without any atom of fear at all. They are bold to say it. These are the people that British brought us together with. These are the people that are in charge of the day-to-day activity in Nigeria. They are the politicians that are leading the Nigerian state. They are the presidents, they are the vice presidents, they are the ones who are occupying the strategic positions in Nigeria. And you see all these killings happening in Nigeria, you think that they don't know what is happening. They actually know, because they are implementing what their religion asks them to do. They are actually doing what their religion asks them to do. I want you
other
to
religion and to
listen.
be superior to it. In fact, we're not shy to say it, and we don't find that to be something that we should be shy to say. This religion has been sent to dominate. Allah is not shy of the truth. We don't say that Islam is here to live, to coexist with lots of different religions, and all of us can just hold hands and be friends. This religion was sent to dominate. It was sent to be superior, to extinguish the light of every other religion and to be superior to it.
You have heard what he's telling you. Their religion was meant to dominate every other religion. Their religion is meant to dominate your Christianity religion, your Judaic-Christian religion. It was meant to dominate your traditional worship. These are the people who are in charge of the Nigerian government. The Muslims. Tinubu is a Muslim. Shetima is a Muslim. All those who are at the hierarchy of political position in Nigeria, they are all Muslims. And this man here is telling you that the Islamic religion is meant to dominate every other religion, that call it Pentecostal, whatever, Christianity, traditional, Judaic, any other thing that you worship. He's telling you that Islam will dominate. And in order for them to dominate, you know what it means? They have to do everything humanly possible to dominate you. If they need to exterminate you from the face of the earth, if they need to wipe you out for their religion to grow, that is what they are doing. And they are doing it. He's telling you they are not even afraid to say that. And they should not be ashamed to even admit and say that. And is you know what is happening in Nigeria today? This is what is happening in Nigeria today. This is where we find ourselves. You have no option. You have to live by their own dictates. You see, the harassment, that intimidation that we are undergoing in our land is as a result that Islamic religion, their leaders, are in charge of the day-to-day activity of the Nigerian government. So their religion was meant to dominate, either politically, religiously, anywhere that you can think about. You go into the Nigerian military, they are there, they dominate you. Even in your community, you don't have a say in your community. In your family, in some cases, you don't have a say, because we have been surrounded by these jihadists, we have been surrounded by these Islamists. Is that the way of life of the Biafran people? That is not the way of our life. This is not the way we should live. But these people want to force us to live the way they want us to live. And we say, no, we are not Muslims. We are Biafrans, and we are Christians, we are traditionalists, and we are Judaic Christians. So you are listening to what this man is saying. And in order for them to succeed, they have to use every means they deem necessary to make sure that they implement their agenda. Let me see if the network can allow me to play it so that you listen very well.
We're not shy to say it, and we don't find that we should be shy to say that this religion has been to wipe out, to take out every other.
I hope you hear that. That this religion was made to wipe out, to dominate, to wipe out every dissenting voice. If you are against their religion, they are going to wipe you out. They want to subdue you. They want you to be under them. In fact, they said that the world was made to be one religion, which is their Islam. That is the reason why everywhere you see chaos, jihadists here and there. And this is what we are not comfortable with in our land. This is what we are fighting against, because we were not Muslims, and we can never be Muslims. Our grandfathers were traditionalists before the white man came. When the white man came, some of them embraced Christianity. And now, the world has now gone global. You know, people are now choose whatever they want to worship. Islamic religion is one religion that is a cult, that is not human friendly. And that is the same religion that they are coming to impose on every living thing on this planet Earth. That is the reason why they are killing people in Nigeria, because they want their religion to be the only religion that is being practiced in that part of the world. And we say, no, we can never allow that to happen, because that is not who we are. So this is the reason why we are fighting to have a free nation where everybody can worship whatever you want to worship without being molested, without being harassed, without being intimidated. So we are calling on you, Biafrans, for this message, just like I'm saying, France, to be able to get the message and assimilate it proper. We have to have a radio. We need to have a television like that can be a Biafran territory, so that people will get the message as at when. Very, very important. I don't know why the video.
Allah is not shy of the truth. Islam is here to
So people need to understand that for the betterment of it. We are not fighting for. We are fighting for even our generation that are yet to be born, because our parents fought for us and made sure that our land was overrun. We can never allow this fight that we are fighting to extend to our children, it will be very, very disastrous that we did not get Biafra at this time and we allow our children to come and start fighting for Biafra again. We should have given them the love that they needed. We should have fought this fight once and for all and establish our kingdoms, our country, so that from generation to generations our children will be very much happy that yes, they are not going to find themselves where they will be fighting for their lives. You to understand that you can never be here till eternity. In the next 50 or 50 years, I don't expect to be here. Yes, I'm just saying 50 years. I don't know when I'm going to go. The same thing applies to you. You don't expect to be here till eternity. So when you are no more, what about the children that you gave birth to? What will be their position? Do you want your children to start suffering what we are suffering in the scenario whereby in Nigeria you have no word of your own? You can't even feed your family. You don't even have good job. You don't have roads. You don't have hospitals. You don't have anything that you can boast of. Is that the kind of scenario or situation you want to live for your children? Saying we must get Biafra in this generation. And getting Biafra, there are a lot of things that need to be put in place. We need our people to be awakened. A lot of our people are sleeping. Even some of you are listening. You hear, you do as if you have not heard. Enter from here and goes off from the other ear. Very, very unfortunate. Today, Biafrans, is our town hall meeting. And today is all about so we expect was our freedom. People need to come on board and support the freedom of our people. We need to have our radio, we need to have our satellite, we need to have our television so that information will get to our people on time. But all these things are only possible if you come and support. Very important.
In Southeast. The recent viral declarations by Mujahid Asari Dokubo, proudly embracing his identity as a jihadist and Islamist without apology, have ignited fresh strong-standing allegations from Southeast.
In some cases, we ask ourselves, how do we find ourselves in such a situation? What might have to work against the What is the motivation to work against, to derive joy, to derive your own people? What would be the reason why a Biafran would take money from the Nigerian government and snitch on his brother, on his community, or on his state? What will be the reason for a Biafran to take money from the Nigerian government and give away his brother to be killed, to be assassinated? Is that who we are? No, this is not who we are. Then what's changed? Do we really understand ourselves, where we are coming from, who we are actually? What really went wrong that a lot of people, even when they see what is happening to us, they are not sympathetic to the cause of Biafra? Why are people not sympathetic to the cause for which we are fighting for? Mazen Nandekano, our leader. How Mazen Nandekano have been humiliated and taken. Just look at Gumi. How Gumi is so embundled by the terrorist activities that his brothers are committing in Nigeria. He's doing it with proudness, with boldness. Nobody is confronting Gumi. Nobody is fighting against Gumi. Then look at Sunday Igboho. The Yoruba race are rallying around Sunday Igboho. So how did we, the Biafran people, got to this stage that when you talk about Biafra, you see supposed Biafrans, people who are supposed to be genuine Biafrans, who are supposed to support you for the cause for which you are fighting, you now enemy. The enemy that you are fighting against. So get here, my brothers and sisters, this is baffling. It really surprises me. Because this man that is a Biafran, Ediabale. Ediabale is surname. Is a Biafran. But how was the Nigerian government, the Fulanese, how were they able to deceive this Biafran to now start working against the interest? Is something that surprises me. There is another called Udele or Ijele or Udele, whatever. These people were supposed to be Biafrans, but they now fight against the issues that should have united us. They are now forming divisions. They are now antagonists. They are not obstacles. They are fighting against Biafran restoration. When you talk about Biafra, they said no. They prefer to attain the potential. Nigeria does not recognize them as part of Nigeria. It is making you, how am I going to describe it? Nigeria that is not even accepting you as their citizen. They left you to be a second or third fiddle. The Fulanese are leading, followed by the Yorubas. The Igbo people are nowhere. Biafrans are nowhere near the hierarchy of the political class or command in Nigeria. And those of them who orchestrated the evil plans against Biafrans are also the same Biafrans. So how do did we get to this stage? What is actually behind a Biafran fights his own freedom? Why do people derive pleasure? Biafrans, why do they derive pleasure in sabotaging the cause for their freedom? This is something that I need people to, I need people to evaluate. I need people to think about it and give us some solutions or some answers to such questions. Because this man here is a Biafran, but is working against the Biafran interest. He joined the Fulanis in their religion. And the reason why he joined them is to make sure that he destroy the Biafran quest for freedom. The same thing applies to the man they call Udele. Anywhere you talk about Biafra, he will come against you. He will send the Nigerian army against you, the Nigerian police. They will do everything humanly possible to assassinate you. He even came out live on social media and was telling you that he's going to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if ever he smells freedom. So you ask yourself, what is the cause of all these things? Why will it, who was supposed to benefit freedom of Biafra, now fighting against the emergence of that Biafra? Is something that I don't actually have a very good, we are giving maybe speculative. They must have the inner give to us. But one thing is that they love money. That is the area we are looking at it. That when some of them valued money more than the life of their people, you give them money, you give them position, you give them property, they will even sing the praises of Satan. This is very, very bad and very, very unfortunate. Because of money, you said your birthright. A Biafra, a nation that is blessed with so much natural resources, that if we can harness these resources, our people are going to be the richest on earth. Our people will enjoy the best of life till eternity. This is what some group of people don't want to happen. They want everything to be for themselves and their cronies. They don't want a free Biafra nation where everybody will enjoy from the government, where everybody will enjoy good governance. They don't want it. They want only them, while the rest of the people should suffer. So that is the reason why you see people, they give you money, then you now praise the goodness of Satan. They give you money to go and assassinate your brother, you go and do that. They give you money to sabotage your community, you do that. They give you money to sabotage your freedom, you do that. What do you stand to gain? Because even you yourself is not going to live forever. Are you aware that the name that you make for yourself and your family will remain for everlasting? They just want to remain very, very foolish. So this man that you see here accepted that yes, his mission is jihad in Biafra land.
I am a jihadist. No apologies. Sparks outrage. Over alleged jihadist militia operations
It's really, I don't know. I don't know the reason why it does not flow. It's really heartbreaking because I wanted you to, listen very. Most of you have seen the video, but I wanted you to hear by yourself that this man admitting that he's a jihadist is so proud about that. Even when his fathers were not Muslims, he is so proud that yes, in his own generation, that he decided to fight against his people. That his name was meant to be somebody who fights jihad. This is what he's proudly telling you. That he's not, he doesn't care what you think about him. That he has to fight, he has to do what he was meant to do. And what was he meant to do? To destroy the Biafran restoration. The Fulanis planted Asari Dokubo against Biafra in Biafra land. They gave him everything that he needed. They even gave him a militia. They gave him a contract to destroy Biafra. He is in charge of special forces that raged havoc on Biafran territory since 2019. This man was contracted by the Nigerian government to destroy the Biafran people, to destroy the youth of Biafra. And he's a Biafran by blood, by birth. But what we don't understand is these people that are anti-Biafra, do they really have Biafran blood in them? Are they 100% Biafran blood? Or along the way, before their father or their mother conceived them, did something happen? Because it is unimaginable that somebody who have Biafran blood 100% will now be so proud, so bold to shed the blood of his brothers. It's unimaginable. Yes. Because we abhor shedding of blood. We believe in live and let live. We are not violent people. Sorry. Biafrans are not violent people. We are not jihadists. We are proponents of live and let live. So where did this man, who is his father, how did his father give birth to him that now made him to come out and start fighting against his people, against the freedom of his people? The same thing applies to Dele. These people that are anti-Biafra, do they really have 100% Biafran blood in them? These are some of the things we look into when Biafra is fully restored, because no matter what these people does, Biafra will always emerge, because it is an ordained project. It is God's ordained project. No man, no force can stop it from coming. No force can stop Biafra emergence. No matter what these people do, they will eventually fail. He is a jihadist. He's so jihadist. He's so proud to be, and he's so proud to get contract from Nigeria in order to destroy Biafra and keep Biafran youths. He doesn't do that.
In Southeast, the recent viral declaration.
Maybe I'll play this video on my next, because I want this video to free flow. so that people understand why we have to be very, very committed towards Biafran restoration project. Because the Nigerian government have contracted a lot of people to fight against Biafra. Perhaps on my next broadcast, I will play this video. It's very important. I don't like all this break in transmission. It doesn't help. In my next video, I have to do that. Nigerian government have contracted a lot of Biafrans who love money more than their lives, who love money more than their people, to come on social media and fight against Biafran restoration project. Even encourage them to join the Biafran government to try to destroy what we are doing. They tried, but they will never succeed. And for them not to succeed, it all depends on you. It all depends on me. We have a government that is speaking for us in Washington, D.C. This government needs the support of Biafrans all over the world to progress to the next stage. We need to fund our liberation. We need to fund our freedom. We need to fund our radio. We need to fund our television. We need to have our satellite so that we can be able to send that information to Biafrans in their different communities. Biafrans, why are we sleeping? Why are we sleeping, for goodness sake? Just look at the Fulanese. These Fulanese are not educated. But when it comes to collective rescue, they are good at that. You see, the Nigerian government send them out to go and kidnap and make money for themselves, and as well as the government. And see how they are doing it diligently. Even children are doing the kidnapping and demanding ransom. We that are the Biafran people, that we don't engage into heinous activities or criminal activities, we have been asking our people to support the Biafran freedom. A lot of people, because of their properties, because of what they have in Nigeria, they don't want to associate themselves with it. This is something that is going to benefit each and every one of us. It's really heartbreaking. But we will continue. People who are sustaining this freedom are only those in diaspora. Biafrans in the homeland, this is the time to wake up. Join today's town hall meeting so that we can be able to put our radio, our television stations, and our satellite in order. And if you want to continue to support the government, visit our website. Very, very important. Visit the website and make your donation. www.Biafra.Republic.Government.org is where you can make your donation and payment, and to get to the government. Please, we need to be free out of Nigeria. We need to make sure that we eject Nigeria out of our land. Enough is enough. Make yourself available for tonight town hall meeting, 7 p.m. Biafran time. We expect every one of you, anywhere that you are watching from, we expect you to be part of this town hall meeting for the freedom of our people. That is why we want this radio television to be functional. Because what the enemies are doing right now, they are gearing up and preparing for next year's election. And we say, no Nigerian election will happen again in our land. No matter how little, last time, 2023, we stopped them. The number of people that voted in Nigeria election in Biafra land was not even up to 5%. We stopped them, but this time around, we are going to stop them totally. And that is why this radio television had to be put in place, so that when information goes out, every Biafran will have access to it. Okay? The Biafran recognition, the Biafran restoration, the political engagement, the diplomatic engagement, the Washington, D.C. lobbying, and our attorneys, they need all the necessary support so that they will continue to do their job in Washington, D.C. And all this support needs money. AJ and AJ. No amount is too big or small. If Biafrans that trooped out to support or to be to rise with our leader American, if all of put this asymmetric war according to Moses that they brought to our land, we have to rise up and protect our people. The enemies are not relenting, and we should not relent as well. So thank you so much. Share, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please, I want you to do so. Very, very important. Thank you for being part of this program. I'll be rounding up, but I want to play you a clip of what our leader Mazin Nandekano said about those who are responsible for the calamity, for the situation, or for the injustices that we find ourselves in Biafran territory.
This I want our people, our hardcore Biafrans to understand, because they are the ones that will lead us to freedom, not all the flavors by the side. It is the hardcore that will lead us to freedom, not the idiots by the side. Do you understand? On no, they have given me everything and I said no. They came to DSS to give me, I said no. They came to prison, Kuje, I said no. They came to my house, I said no. They called me governor's meeting, I said no, I don't want anything. All I want is freedom. All I want is Biafra. Why do you think I had issues with Chief Nyawodo? Why do you think I had issues with him? Because of the same thing. I said, that way people are going, Ojuku went that way. They rubbished him. Look at Imo State. See what they did to him in Imo State. The same political process. You join, you after a while, you vote. After voting, they declare whoever they like as their winner, and that's the end of the game. So I will never join any zoo politics. I will never stop fighting for Biafra. Listen to me very carefully. My father, my mother died as a result of this. I have lost men as a result of this. IPOP family members that I was close to have died. They did not die for one Nigeria. They did not die for Nigerian party politics. They died fighting for freedom. And that freedom we are going to get on their behalf.
And that freedom we are going to get on their behalf. That is what the Biafran government is doing. That is what Ogechukwu Nkere is doing. That is why we are scheduling this town hall meeting for every Biafran to be part of it. So please, tonight, the Prime Minister, Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere, will be live with Biafrans all over the world for this all-important town hall meeting for television, radio, and our satellite donation. Very, very important. Because all the people that died for Biafra, they did not die for one Nigeria. They did not die because they are fighting for property. They died because they are fighting for freedom. And that freedom that they died for, we have to do everything to make sure that we get that freedom for them. It is only then that they are going to be happy anywhere that they are, and they will rest in peace. So thank you so much, and see you in the next in the next 4 hours. Please, if you have not subscribed, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to our channel, and support us anyhow you can. Share our videos. Let the world understand the situation we find ourselves. We must continue to do the needful. We must continue to preach this gospel of freedom until we are eventually free. Because we must be free. There is no two ways about that. The enemies are not relenting, and we will not relent. Appreciate our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We appreciate our first Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. We appreciate the Biafran Defense Forces for their sacrifices for our women and children. We appreciate the attorneys and our lobbyists who are representing us in Washington, D.C. I appreciate every one of you that is supporting our freedom. Our information minister will salute you. My fellow comrades at Biafra Media, Brgie Media, I appreciate every one of you. We will continue to do the needful, because we know eventually light will be light at the end of it from Nigeria. Ndewo no mo Chineke, and goodbye from here.